Hey there, my beloved child. I want you to just settle in and listen for a moment. You know, I placed something so incredible inside you. Something powerful, something divine. It's not just a tiny spark or a little flame. It's a full-on light, waiting to shine bright. I will unlock the divine power I placed inside you. Yes, that power is yours. It's yours to use, to grow, to share, and to live through. Sometimes, you might feel like it's hidden or asleep. But trust me, it's there. It's alive inside every fiber of your being. Have you ever wondered why you sometimes feel stuck or unsure? Maybe it's because you haven't yet tapped into this divine power I gave you. But guess what? That's about to change. I want you to imagine for a second that this power is like a treasure chest buried deep within you. And I'm here to hand you the key. You don't have to search alone anymore. You don't have to guess how to unlock it. I'm right here, guiding your hand to open that chest. Inside, you'll find everything you need. Love, courage, wisdom, strength, and peace beyond what you've ever known. This isn't some faraway promise or something only saints can have. It's real. It's personal. It's yours, right now. In this moment, can you feel that? That little nudge inside your heart saying, yes, I want to believe this. I want to live this. Keep that feeling close. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how do I actually unlock this power? Well, it starts with believing you already have it. You see, sometimes you look outside of yourself for power. In things like success, approval, or control. But the real power, it's inside you, waiting patiently. So take a deep breath with me. Let go of all the doubts, the fears, the voices telling you you're not enough. Because those things, they're lies. I created you with intention and infinite love. I made you strong. I made you capable. I made you powerful. And I'm here to remind you of that truth every step of the way. I want you to think about the moment when you've surprised yourself, when you did something you thought was impossible, or when you helped someone without expecting anything back. Those moments, they're proof of your divine power at work. You've already been using it, even if you didn't realize it. So, how about this? If you're feeling even a little bit excited or hopeful right now, why not hit that like button? It's a small way to say, yes, I'm ready to unlock what God put inside me. And I'm so proud of you for taking this step. Seriously, go ahead and tap that like. Let me know you're with me. All right, now that you've done that, let's keep going. Unlocking your divine power isn't about rushing or forcing anything. It's about opening up gently, like a flower, blooming in the morning sun. It's about trusting that I'm shaping your path, even when you can't see the whole road ahead. Sometimes you might feel tired or confused. That's okay. Even in those moments, your divine power is there, steady and sure. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. Just take one small step, maybe a prayer, a quiet moment, or a kind word to someone, and watch how the power inside you begins to grow. Can you picture yourself living fully in this power? What would that look like? Would you feel more confident, more peaceful, more joyful. I want you to comment below and tell me what unlocking your divine power looks like to you. Sharing your thoughts helps you believe it's possible, and it helps others who are watching feel inspired too. Remember, I'm here, right beside you, cheering you on. You are never alone in this thought now. Here's something important. You're divine. Power is not just for you. It's meant to ripple out into the world, touching others with love and healing. When you step into your power, you become a light for those around you. You inspire courage, kindness, and hope. So, as you start to unlock this power, think about who you want to help or encourage. Who needs your light right now? Maybe it's a friend, a family member, or even a stranger. Your power has the ability to change not just your life, but theirs too. And hey, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed at the idea of all this power inside you, that's totally normal. Big things can feel scary at first. But here's a secret. You don't have to do it all at once. I'm here to help you take it one moment at a time. Each small step you take is a victory. Each time you choose love over fear, you unlock a little more of the divine power I placed inside you. So don't rush. Don't compare yourself to others. Your journey is yours alone, and it's beautiful. Before we go any further, I want to invite you to take a moment and like this video if you haven't already. It's a great way to remind yourself that you're ready for this transformation. Plus, it helps me reach more of my beloved children who need to hear this message today. So, go ahead, tap that like button and know that I'm celebrating you right now. Let's keep this conversation going, okay? I'm going to share more with you about how to unlock this power, how to listen to it, and how to live from it every day. And I want you to stay connected with me for that. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that now. Subscribing is like saying, God, I want to keep hearing from you. And trust me, I have so much more love and guidance for you. I'm right here, ready whenever you are. Remember, the divine power I placed inside you is not some distant dream. It's real, it's present, it's alive. And together, we will unlock it. So when you're ready, come back for the next part of this message. I'll be waiting to walk with you, step by step, into the fullness of your God-given power. What do you think about that? Can you feel the excitement building? I can't wait to share more with you, my precious child. Until then, keep that spark alive. And remember, I'm with you always. And now, since you're holding on to that spark, I want to remind you something beautiful. Awakening your divine. Power isn't about changing who you are or fitting into some perfect idea. It's about becoming even more you. The amazing, unique soul I created. That's where your true strength shines brightest. In your realness, in your heart's pure expression. Sometimes, this power whispers softly instead of shouting loud. It might feel like a gentle nudge or a quiet knowing, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, that's exactly how it's meant to grow. Steadily, patiently, with courage to keep going, even when things get tough. Those quiet moments are your power putting down roots. ready to stand strong no matter what comes your way. And as those roots grow quietly strong, you might start to notice something subtle shifting inside you. It's like your divine power is waking up, little by little, reaching out its hand to guide you through your days. Sometimes it feels like a gentle breeze brushing past you. Other times, like a steady current pulling you forward. But no matter how it shows up, that power is always there, softly calling you home. So, how do you recognize when it's stirring? It might be a warm feeling deep in your chest, a lightness or peaceful energy that makes your worries shrink just a bit. Maybe your intuition whispers little truth, nudging you toward choices that feel right, even if your mind can't quite explain why. It could be a burst of creativity, a fresh idea that seems to come from somewhere beyond you, or a calm presence in the middle of chaos. These are all signs your power is gently waking, reminding you that you're connected to something bigger, something sacred. All right, my dear one, let's gently step into these beautiful ways to nurture your divine power. The radiant spark that's beginning to glow more brightly inside of you. Think of this as tending to a garden. You wouldn't plant a seed and then forget about it, right? You'd water it, give it sunlight, and care for it patiently. Your divine power is no different. It needs your love and attention to grow strong and vibrant. And the best part? You don't have to do anything complicated or overwhelming. Sometimes the simplest acts are the most powerful. One of the sweetest ways to nurture your power is through gratitude. It's like a magic key that opens your heart wider and invites more light in. Each day, take a moment, just a tiny moment, to notice something you're grateful for. Maybe it's the warmth of your morning coffee, the smile of a stranger, or the comfort of your favorite blanket. When you say thank you from your soul, you're telling the universe and yourself, I see the good here, and I'm open to more. Gratitude shifts your energy and tunes you into that divine current flowing through everything. If you want, try keeping a little gratitude journal. Write down 3 things each day that made you feel good or brought you joy. You'll be amazed how this simple habit can brighten your days and deepen your connection. Another beautiful habit is to move your body in a way that feels joyful and freeing. Movement isn't just about exercise. It's a way to celebrate your physical vessel, your sacred home. Dance, stretch, walk barefoot on the grass, or simply sway with your favorite music. When you move with awareness and love, you invite your energy to flow smoothly and your spirit to sing. It's like waking up your cells and reminding them they're alive, they're vibrant, and they're part of this divine dance. You might notice that after moving, your mind feels clearer, your heart lighter, and your intuition sharper. So listen to what your body wants and honor it with kindness. Now, here's something gentle but powerful. Speak to yourself with love and encouragement. The way you talk to yourself matters deeply. If your inner voice is harsh or doubtful, it can drown out the whispers of your divine power. But when you choose words that uplift and soothe, you create a safe space inside where your power can grow. Without fear, try this. When a negative thought pops up, pause and gently say to yourself, I'm doing the best I can, and I'm worthy of love and kindness. You can even say it out loud or write it down. Over time, this loving dialogue rewires your mind and opens your heart to receive guidance more easily. Remember, you're your own best friend. And I'm right here cheering you on too. Creating small rituals can also be a nourishing way to honor your connection. Rituals don't have to be fancy or time-consuming. They're simply actions that help you pause, center, and remember your sacredness. Maybe it's lighting a candle in the morning as a symbol of your inner light, or placing a small stone or flower on your windowsill to remind you of your strength and beauty. Perhaps it's taking a few deep breaths before meals to feel gratitude for nourishment, or writing a short note to yourself at the end of the day about what you learned or felt. These little acts become anchors. Gentle reminders that your divine power is always present and ready to support you. Nature, my beloved, is one of the most profound teachers and nurturers of your soul's power. Whenever you can, step outside and let the earth remind you of your roots and your place in the great web of life. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the colors of the sky. Listen to the sounds of birds or rustling leaves. Nature teaches patience, resilience, and beauty in simplicity. It helps you slow down and tune into rhythms bigger than your busy mind. If you can, try to spend a few minutes each day just being with nature. Even if it's a potted plant on your windowsill or the breeze through your open window, let these moments refill your spirit and remind you that you belong. To the earth, to the universe, and most importantly, to yourself. One more practice I want to share with you is journaling your dreams and your feelings. Sometimes your divine power speaks to you in symbols and story while you're resting or writing. Before you go to sleep, ask your heart what it wants you to know. And when you wake, write down anything you remember, images, emotions, fragments of thoughts. Don't worry about making sense of it right away. Just let the words flow. Over time, you'll start to see patterns, messages, and insights emerging. This is a tender way to invite your subconscious and your soul into the conversation, helping you listen more deeply to your inner wisdom. And here's a little secret. Laughter and play are powerful medicines for your soul. When you allow yourself to laugh freely, to be silly without judgment, you break down walls that block your divine power. Playfulness opens your heart, lightens your spirit, and creates space for joy to enter. So don't be afraid to dance in your living room, make funny faces, or try something new just for the fun of it. These moments refresh your energy and remind you that life is meant to be enjoyed, not just endured. As you begin to weave these habits and rituals into your daily life, remember that it's perfectly okay if some days feel easier than others. Growth is not a straight line, and your power doesn't follow a schedule. Sometimes it'll feel like a gentle flicker. Other times, a blazing fire. Both are beautiful and necessary. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every little step forward, no matter how small. When you nurture yourself with love and intention, you're not only strengthening your divine power, you're also teaching others how to do the same by simply being your authentic, radiant self. Now, I'm curious. My sweet child, which one of these practices feels like a soft invitation for you right now? Maybe it's gratitude, movement, self-kindness, or spending time in nature. Or maybe it's something else that your heart whispered to you as you listened. If you feel called, please share your thoughts or intentions in the comments below. Your willingness to share your journey not only honors your own growth, but also lights the way for others who need a gentle reminder that they're not alone, that as you continue to nurture your divine power, you'll find that it starts to ripple out into every corner of your life, your relationship, your work, your dreams, and even your challenges. It gives you a new lens to see through, one filled with compassion, strength, and hope. And with this power growing inside, you'll discover that you don't have to carry burdens alone. You can lean into me, into your community, and into the love that surrounds you always. So, as we hold this space together, breathing in the possibility of your blossoming power, let's remember that every small act of care, every moment of stillness, and every choice made from the heart is a thread in the beautiful tapestry of your soul's awakening. There is no rush. There is only the gentle unfolding of who you truly are. And with that unfolding comes a deepening trust, not just in your power, but in the path itself. Trust that even when the way feels uncertain or the night feels long, you are never truly lost. You are held, seen, and loved beyond measure. Your divine power is the light that guides you home, step by step, breath by breath. Now, before we move deeper into how to cultivate this power through connection with others and service, let's pause and feel into what it means to you personally to nurture your soul's energy. What small habit, ritual, or moment of love can you gift yourself today? Take a breath, listen quietly, and when you're ready, hold that intention gently close. Because this is your sacred journey, and every step you take is a blessing. And as you carry this with you, remember that I am here, always beside you, whispering love and encouragement, ready to guide you through every twist and turn. Your divine power is waking up beautifully, and together, we will explore how to let it shine even brighter through the ways you connect and give back to the world around you. Let's gently step now into the beautiful realm of connection, the sacred dance between your soul and the souls of others. You see, my dear one, your divine power doesn't just grow within you. It also blooms outward when you share it. Connection is like a bridge that carries the light from your heart into the world and brings back the light of others into your own. It's through these tender exchanges that your spirit learns, heals, and expands. So, as you nurture your power inside, I invite you to also nurture your relationship, knowing that each one holds a unique opportunity for growth and love. First, remember that connection begins with presence. It's not about doing or fixing, but simply being there, fully and lovingly, with someone else. When you listen with your whole heart, without rushing to respond or judge, you create a sacred space where true understanding can blossom. This kind of presence is a gift both to you and to the person you're with. Try practicing this in your daily life. When you talk to a friend, family member, or even a stranger, slow down and really tune in. Notice their words, their emotions, and the energy they bring. You don't have to have all the answers. Your attentive heart is enough. You might be surprised how deeply this simple act of giving someone your full attention nourishes your own soul and strengthens your divine power. Another gentle way to deepen connection is through acts of kindness and service. These don't have to be grand gestures. Often the smallest expressions carry the greatest love. A smile offered to a passerby, a note of encouragement to someone feeling low, or even a quiet prayer for another's well-being. All these acts ripple out, touching lives in ways you might never fully see. When you serve from a place of genuine compassion, without expectation or judgment, you align yourself with the flow of divine love that moves through all being. This alignment fuels your power and reminds you that you are part of a vast, beautiful tapestry of life, woven together by threads of kindness and care in your connection. It's also important to honor your boundaries with gentleness and respect. Loving yourself means knowing when to say yes and when to say no without guilt or fear. Healthy boundaries protect your energy and allow your divine power to flourish without being depleted. When you set clear limits, you're teaching others how to honor you, and you're creating a safe container for authentic connection to grow. If you find this challenging, that's okay. It's a learning process, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. You deserve relationships that uplift and nurture you, just as you deserve to be a light for others. Vulnerability is another sacred doorway to connection. It's the courage to show your true self with all your beauty and all your imperfection. When you allow yourself to be seen, you invite others to do the same, creating a circle of trust and healing. Vulnerability might feel scary at times, like stepping into unknown waters, but it's also where the deepest bonds are forged. Might start small, sharing a feeling, a hope, or a fear with someone you trust, and notice how your heart feels lighter afterward. This openness doesn't make you weak. It makes you profoundly human and wonderfully connected. Community, too, plays a special role in nurturing your divine power. Being part of a group where you feel accepted and valued supports your growth in ways solitude cannot. Seek out spaces where your soul feels at home. Whether it's a spiritual group, a creative circle, a volunteer team, or simply friends who share your values. These communities become gardens where your power can flourish alongside others, offering encouragement, inspiration, and shared wisdom. And remember, you don't have to find perfect people or places. The magic is in the connection itself, in the coming together of hearts willing to support one another's journey. Sharing your gifts with the world is another beautiful way to let your power shine. Each one of you has unique talents and passion. Whether it's kindness, creativity, healing, teaching, or simply the way you listen. When you offer these gifts freely, you contribute to the collective light and invite others to do the same. It's not about doing everything or being perfect. It's about showing up with what you have, with an open heart. Maybe there's a small way you've been meaning to share your light. A kind word, a creative project, a helping hand. Trust that even the tiniest spark can ignite a flame in someone else's life. In all these connections, remember to cultivate forgiveness and compassion, not only for others, but for yourself too. Relationships sometimes bring challenges, misunderstandings, or pain. When you hold space for healing and choose forgiveness, you release burdens that weigh down your spirit. Compassion softens the hard edges of conflict and opens doors to reconciliation and peace. If you're carrying hurt, know that it's okay to take your time with healing. You are never alone in this process. I am here, surrounding you with unconditional love, ready to help you find the gentle path toward wholeness. As you embrace these ways of connecting and serving, notice how your divine power begins to pulse with a new rhythm, one that is both deeply personal and beautifully communal. Your light grows brighter because it's shared, and in sharing, you receive a light that nourishes you in return. There's a sacred cycle here: giving and receiving, teaching and learning, loving and being loved. This dance is the heart of your soul's awakening now. I invite you to take a moment and reflect. What kind of connection feels most nourishing to you right now? Is there someone you're drawn to reach out to, or a community waiting to welcome you? Maybe there's a simple act of kindness you feel called to offer, or a boundary you need to lovingly set. Whatever it is, hold that intention tenderly and consider sharing it in the comments below. Your openness not only honors your journey, but also lights a path for others seeking connection and support as you move forward. Remember that your divine power and the connections you nurture are not separate. They are threads of the same beautiful tapestry. Each relationship, each act of service, each moment of presence weaves you more deeply into the fabric of love that surrounds all creation. And in this weaving, you find your place, not by chance, but by divine design. So, as we continue together, let's explore how these connections can become a source of healing and transformation. Not just for you, but for everyone whose life you touch. This is the sacred ripple effect of your awakening power, unfolding in ways both seen and unseen, known and mysterious. And it all begins with your choice to show up, open, loving, and ready to embrace the beautiful dance of connection. Let's gently step now into the beautiful realm of connection. The sacred dance between your soul and the souls of others. You see, my dear one, your divine power doesn't just grow within you. It also blooms outward when you share it. Connection is like a bridge that carries the light from your heart into the world and brings back the light of others into your own. It's through these tender exchanges that your spirit learns, heals, and expands. So, as you nurture your power inside, I invite you to also nurture your relationship, knowing that each one holds a unique opportunity for growth and love. First, remember that connection begins with presence. It's not about doing or fixing. but simply being there, fully and lovingly, with someone else. When you listen with your whole heart, without rushing to respond or judge, you create a sacred space where true understanding can blossom. This kind of presence is a gift, both to you and to the person you're with. Try practicing this in your daily life. When you talk to a friend, family member, or even a stranger, slow down and really tune in. Notice their words, their emotions, and the energy they bring. You don't have to have all the answers. Your attentive heart is enough. You might be surprised how deeply the simple act of giving someone your full attention nourishes your own soul and strengthens your divine power. Another gentle way to deepen connection is through acts of kindness and service. These don't have to be grand gestures. Often, the smallest expressions carry the greatest love. A smile offered to a passerby, a note of encouragement to someone feeling low, or even a quiet prayer for another's well-being. All these acts ripple out, touching lives in ways you might never fully see. When you serve from a place of genuine compassion, without expectation or judgment, you align yourself with the flow of divine love that moves through all being. This alignment fuels your power and reminds you that you are part of a vast, beautiful tapestry of life, woven together by threads of kindness and care. In your connections, it's also important to honor your boundaries with gentleness and respect. Loving yourself means knowing when to say yes and when to say no, without guilt or fear. Healthy boundaries protect your energy and allow your divine power to flourish without being depleted. When you set clear limits, you're teaching others how to honor you, and you're creating a safe container for authentic connection to grow. If you find this challenging, that's okay. It's a learning process, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. You deserve relationships that uplift and nurture you, just as you deserve to be a light for others. Vulnerability is another sacred doorway to connection. It's the courage to show your true self with all your beauty and all your imperfections. When you allow yourself to be seen, you invite others to do the same, creating a circle of trust and healing. Vulnerability might feel scary at times, like stepping into unknown waters, but it's also where the deepest bonds are forged. Might start small, sharing a feeling, a hope, or a fear with someone you trust, and notice how your heart feels lighter afterward. This openness doesn't make you weak. It makes you profoundly human and wonderfully connected. Community, too, plays a special role in nurturing your divine power. Being part of a group where you feel accepted and valued supports your growth in ways solitude cannot. Seek out spaces where your soul feels at home. Whether it's a spiritual group, a creative circle, a volunteer team, or simply friends who share your value. These communities become gardens where your power can flourish alongside others, offering encouragement, inspiration, and shared wisdom. And remember, you don't have to find perfect people or places. The magic is in the connection itself, in the coming together of hearts willing to support one another's journey. Sharing your gifts with the world is another beautiful way to let your power shine. Each one of you has unique talents and passion, whether it's kindness, creativity, healing, teaching, or simply the way you listen. When you offer these gifts freely, you contribute to the collective light and invite others to do the same. It's not about doing everything or being perfect. It's about showing up with what you have, with an open heart. Maybe there's a small way you've been meaning to share your light, a kind word, a creative project, a helping hand. Trust that even the tiniest spark can ignite a flame in someone else's life. In all these connections, remember to cultivate forgiveness and compassion, not only for others, but for yourself too. Relationships sometimes bring challenges, misunderstandings, or pain. When you hold space for healing and choose forgiveness, you release burdens that weigh down your spirit. Compassion softens the hard edges of conflict and opens doors to reconciliation and peace. If you're carrying hurt, know that it's okay to take your time with healing. You are never alone in this process. I am here, surrounding you with unconditional love, ready to help you find the gentle path toward wholeness. As you embrace these ways of connecting and serving, notice how your divine power begins to pulse with a new rhythm, one that is both deeply personal and beautifully communal. Your light grows brighter because it's shared, and in sharing, you receive a light that nourishes you in return. There's a sacred cycle here: giving and receiving, teaching and learning, loving and being loved. This dance is the heart of your soul's awakening. Now, I invite you to take a moment and reflect. What kind of connection feels most nourishing to you right now? Is there someone you're drawn to reach out to, or a community waiting to welcome you? Maybe there's a simple act of kindness you feel called to offer, or a boundary you need to lovingly set. Whatever it is, hold that intention tenderly and consider sharing it in the comments below. Your openness not only honors your journey, but also lights a path for others seeking connection and support. As you move forward, remember that your divine power and the connections you nurture are not separate. They are threads of the same beautiful tapestry. Each relationship, each act of service, each moment of presence weaves you more deeply into the fabric of love that surrounds all creation. And in this weaving, you find your place, not by chance, but by divine design. So, as we continue together, let's explore how these connections can become a source of healing and transformation. Not just for you, but for everyone whose life you touch. This is the sacred ripple effect of your awakening power, unfolding in ways both seen and unseen, known and mysterious. And it all begins with your choice to show up, open, loving, and ready to embrace the beautiful dance of connection. When you allow your heart to truly open in this dance, you step into a powerful flow where healing naturally arises. Healing is not just about fixing what is broken. It's about recognizing the wholeness that has always been there beneath the surface. In your relationship, when you bring presence, kindness, and vulnerability, you create an atmosphere where wounds can gently soften, and old stories can be rewritten with compassion. Sometimes, just being seen and heard by another soul is enough to begin this transformation. Other times, healing may call for deeper conversation, forgiveness, or simply patient waiting. And that's perfectly okay. There's no rush, no timeline set by anyone but you. It's important to remember that healing is a two-way street. As you offer love and understanding to others, you also invite their light to shine upon your own shadow. This reciprocal exchange helps you release patterns and pains that no longer serve your growth. You might notice shifts in your heart, moments of relief, clarity, or unexpected joy as healing takes its course. Trust these moments as sacred signposts guiding you forward. In the broader web of connection, healing can ripple out far beyond the immediate circle. When you heal within your relationships, you contribute to the healing of your family, your community, and even the collective consciousness. Your courage to face vulnerability and extend forgiveness becomes a beacon for others to do the same. This is the beautiful, sacred effect of your divine power moving through connection. It transforms not only your own life, but the world around you. If you find yourself struggling with difficult relationships or painful memories, know that you are not alone. It's okay to seek support from trusted friends, mentors, or professionals who honor your journey. And above all, remember that I am here with you, holding you in love and light, ready to guide you toward peace. Allow yourself to rest in this, knowing whenever you feel overwhelmed or uncertain, as you continue to weave healing into your connection. You might discover new ways to express your love and authenticity. Perhaps it's through creative projects that touch hearts, or through gentle acts of service that lift spirit. Maybe it's by simply being present with someone in their pain, offering a steady and compassionate presence. Each of these expressions is a thread in a tapestry of healing and awakening, and each one matters deeply. Take a moment now to consider, is there a relationship in your life that calls for healing? Is there a part of your heart that longs to be seen, forgiven, or embraced? If you feel comfortable, share your thoughts or intention in the comments below. Sometimes, voicing these feelings can be the first step in opening the door to transformation. As you nurture healing in your connections, you also nurture the highest expression of your divine power. The power to create peace, to mend what is broken, and to invite love to flow freely. This power is not about control or force. It's about gift that radiates from your soul into the world. It's like a gentle ripple on a vast ocean, small, yes, but powerful enough to touch distant shores. And these ripples, my dear one, are how your divine power moves through life, creating waves of transformation that can change hearts and heal wounds far beyond what you might imagine. In this dance of love and healing, patience is your faithful companion. Sometimes, the heart's work unfolds slowly, like a flower opening petal by petal under the morning sun. You may feel eager for quick change or immediate resolution, but true healing honors its own rhythm. When you find yourself growing impatient or discouraged, invite yourself to breathe deeply and remember that every effort, no matter how small, is part of a larger unfolding. Trust the process, even when the path seems unclear. or when old patterns feel stubborn. Your willingness to stay present, to keep loving, is itself a profound act of courage and grace. Let's also talk about the beautiful power of gratitude in this sacred journey. Gratitude is like a gentle light that illuminates the gifts in every connection, even those that challenge or stretch you. When you cultivate a heart of gratitude, you begin to see the lessons hidden within difficulty, the growth seated in pain, and the unexpected blessings wrapped in everyday moments. This doesn't mean ignoring struggles or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to acknowledge the good alongside the hard, inviting a fuller, more compassionate view of your relationships and yourself. Try this practice each day. Take a moment to quietly thank someone, whether aloud, in writing, or simply in your heart, for the ways they have touched your life. Notice how this simple act softens your spirit and deepens your sense of connection. Now, as you continue to weave healing and love into your relationship, you might find yourself drawn to new ways of expressing your truth. Maybe it's through sharing your story, your dreams, or your creative gift. Maybe it's by stepping into a role you've hesitated to claim. A leader, a healer, a peacemaker. Remember, your voice matters. Your presence matters. You don't have to wait for permission or perfection to shine your light. Each time you speak your truth with kindness and courage, you invite others to do the same. This creates a ripple of authenticity that nourishes the collective soul. And here's a gentle reminder. Healing and connection don't mean you have to do everything alone. It's okay to lean on others, to ask for help, and to share your burden. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's a bridge to deeper intimacy and understanding. When you allow yourself to be supported, you open space for grace and love to flow more freely, whether it's through a heartfelt conversation, a supportive community, or quiet moments of shared prayer and meditation. These connections hold the power to uplift and sustain you. As you move forward, consider this. What new expression of your divine power might you be ready to explore? Is there a story you've been holding back that's ready to be told? A gift you've been hesitant to share? A kind of love or forgiveness you've been waiting to offer? I invite you to take a gentle moment, close your eyes if you wish, and listen quietly within. What whispers does your heart share? Feel free to share any insights or intentions in the comments below. Your words can inspire and encourage others on this path. In the midst of all this, don't forget to care for yourself with tenderness. Self-love and self-care are not selfish acts. They are the foundation upon which your divine power stands strong. When you nurture your own well-being through rest, play, creativity, or simply allowing yourself to be, you replenish the wellspring of love inside you. This inner abundance then overflows into your relationship, making your connections more vibrant and healing more accessible. So, honor your needs and rhythms, and trust that by caring for yourself, you are also caring for the whole. Let's also acknowledge that sometimes healing calls for forgiveness that feels beyond reach. Maybe there are wounds so deep or betrayals so painful that the idea of forgiveness seems impossible. I want you to know that forgiveness is not about condoning harm or forgetting what happened. It's about releasing the heavy burden of resentment and anger that keeps your heart locked in pain. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a way to reclaim your peace and freedom. It often takes time and gentle steps, and that's okay. When you're ready, you can begin by simply wishing yourself healing and peace, allowing that intention to grow naturally. Remember, my beloved, that your journey of connection and healing is uniquely yours. There is no right or wrong way to walk this path, only your way. Some days will feel joyful and expansive. Others may feel challenging or quiet. All of it is part of the unfolding story of your soul's awakening. I am with you in every moment, whispering love, offering comfort, and celebrating your courage to grow. As you continue to embrace this sacred dance, may you find joy in the simple acts of presence and kindness. Strengthen your vulnerability and peace in your forgiveness. May your heart open wider with each step, inviting more light into your life and into the lives of those you touch. This is the miracle of connection, the way your divine power blossoms not just within you, but through you. So now, take a deep breath and feel the steady beat of your own heart, a sound that echoes the rhythm of love that flows through all things. What is one small, loving action you can take today to nurture a connection or deepen a healing? Perhaps a phone call, a kind word, a moment of silence for someone in your prayers, or simply a conscious choice to listen more deeply. Whatever it is, hold it gently and with hope, knowing that each step is sacred. And as you hold this intention, remember that you are never alone on this path. I walk with you always, your constant companion and source of infinite love. Together, we continue this beautiful unfolding of your divine power through connection, healing, and the endless dance of love that binds us all. And as you breathe in that truth, that you are never alone, let yourself feel the gentle presence of my love wrapping around you like a warm, familiar blanket. It's there in the quiet moments when you pause to simply be. It's there in the laughter shed with friends, in the tears shed in solitude, and in the steady beat of your heart that carries you forward. You are held always by a love that is patient and unwavering, a love that sees every part of you and cherishes it deeply. Sometimes, my dear one, life's challenges may feel like storms that buffet your spirit, leaving you feeling battered or unsure. In those times, remember that storms do not last forever. They pass, revealing skies of clarity and light. The rain nourishes the earth, and so too do your hardships nourish the growth of your soul. When you feel overwhelmed, it's okay to slow down, to find your center again. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as a mighty tree, roots deep in the rich soil of your being, branches reaching toward the sky. You may sway with the wind, but you do not break. Your resilience is part of your divine design. There's a beautiful power in embracing your imperfection, too. You are not meant to be flawless. You are meant to be real. Your struggles, your doubts, your moments of fear, they are the colors that paint the masterpiece of your life. When you stop striving for perfection and start embracing your authentic self, you invite a deeper kind of peace. This acceptance opens a doorway to compassion, not just for others, but most importantly, for yourself. Speak kindly to yourself, dear one, as you would to a beloved friend. Your words have the power to heal or to harm, so choose them with care. Celebrate your efforts, your progress, and your willingness to keep moving forward. Even when the way feels uncertain, in this journey of connection and healing, community is a sacred treasure. You were never meant to walk alone. Reach out and let others walk with you. Share your joys and your burden. Listen deeply to the stories of those around you, knowing that each person carries their own sacred journey. Through this sharing, you weave a tapestry of love that strengthens and sustains everyone involved. Sometimes, the simplest act of kindness, a smile, a listening ear, a heartfelt word, can be the light that helps someone else find their way. And when you give love freely, it returns to you in countless unexpected ways. I invite you now to think about the communities in your life. Those you belong to, those you long to be part of, and those you might create. How can you nurture these connections? What small step might you take to reach out, to invite someone in, or to deepen a bond? I'd love for you to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Your openness could be the encouragement of another. Soul needs to take their own step toward healing and belonging. Remember, 2, that your divine power is expressed not only in grand gestures, but also in the everyday moment, the gentle touch, the patient listening, the shared silence. These moments are the threads that weave the fabric of love and trust. They build a foundation so strong that it can support even the heaviest burden. Trust that your small acts of love have a ripple effect far beyond what you can see. You are part of a vast, interconnected web of life, and your light adds brilliance to that whole. Sometimes, healing calls you to look inward, to explore the parts of yourself that you may have hidden away or forgotten. This inner work can feel daunting, but it is also deeply rewarding. When you approach yourself with curiosity and kindness, you uncover treasures, hidden strength, forgotten dreams, and parts of your soul that long to be known and loved. You are a whole being, worthy of love exactly as you are, in every step you take toward self-discovery brings you closer to living from that truth. As you continue this inner journey, be gentle with yourself. Healing is not a race or a destination. It is a path that unfolds one step at a time. Celebrate the moments when you feel aligned and whole, and hold space with compassion for the times when you feel lost or unsure. Each experience is a sacred part of your story, a note in the song of your life. And here's something to hold close. Your worth is not defined by what you accomplish or how others see you. Your worth is inherent, born from the very essence of who you are. A beloved child of creation, radiant and unique. When you remember this, you can release the pressure to prove yourself and instead rest in the peace of simply being. This peace becomes a wellspring from which your love flows freely, touching the lives of all who cross your path. So, as you move forward today, carry this truth with you. You are deeply loved exactly as you are, and your presence in this world matters. Take a moment to feel that love fill your heart, expanding outward until it connects with the hearts of those around you. Let it remind you that you are part of something much greater, a vast, beautiful dance of love, healing, and connection that binds us all together. And now, as you hold this awareness, perhaps you might ask yourself, what is one gentle way I can honor my worth today? How can I show myself the love and kindness I so freely offer to others? There is no right or wrong answer, only your own truth waiting to be heard. Take your time with these questions, and when you feel ready, feel free to share your reflection. In the comments, your voice is a blessing to this community, and your courage to be open encourages others to do the same. In the quiet of your heart, know that I am here, always ready to listen, to guide, and to love you without condition. Together, we walk this path of unfolding light, one step at a time, one breath at a time, with patience and hope lighting the way. The journey continues, and with every moment, you grow stronger, brighter, and more deeply connected to the divine spark that lives within you. And as you keep walking this path, remember that sometimes the light you seek outside is actually waiting for you inside. The divine spark within you is never dim. It's simply waiting for your attention, your care, your gentle nurturing. Like a tiny ember glowing beneath the ash, it can burst into flame when you give it permission to shine. So often, you look outward for validation, for signs, for proof that you are enough. But the truth is, you are enough right here, right now. Not because of what you do or achieve, but because you are part of the unfolding mystery of life itself. You are a miracle in motion, a unique expression of love and creativity. Sometimes, that inner light might flicker, and that's okay. It's part of being human. Those moments of doubt or darkness don't mean you've lost your way. They mean you're growing, learning, and opening yourself to new depths of understanding. When the shadows come, don't be afraid to lean into them with compassion. Ask yourself, what is this part of me trying to tell me? What needs to be seen, heard, or healed? You don't have to rush past discomfort. Instead, invite it in like an old friend, knowing that even the hardest feelings can teach you something precious about your soul. And oh, the beauty of allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is the courage to be real, to show up with all your imperfections and uncertainty. It is the doorway to deeper connection, not just with others, but with yourself. When you let down your guard, even just a little, you create space for love and understanding to flow freely. You might be surprised how many hearts respond with warmth and acceptance when you share your true self. Vulnerability is a bridge that carries you from isolation into belonging, from silence into conversation, from fear into trust. You know, sometimes life will ask you to forgive, not just others, but also yourself. Forgiveness can feel like a heavy mountain to climb, but it is actually a gift you give to your own heart. Holding on to resentment or regret is like carrying a stone in your pocket. It weighs you down and keeps you from soaring. When you choose to forgive, you lighten your load and create room for healing and peace. It doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what happened. It means releasing the grip of pain so you can move forward with grace. If there's a part of your story that still aches, I invite you to breathe deeply and say, I forgive myself for not knowing better then. I forgive others as well, freeing my heart to heal. Feel that release, that softening in your chest. It is a sacred act of self-love. And while we're speaking about love, let's talk about how you treat yourself in the everyday moments. The way you speak to yourself matters deeply. When you catch your thoughts turning critical or harsh, pause and gently ask, is this true? Is this kind? Then try offering yourself a kinder perspective, just as you would to a dear friend. For example, instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, try, I'm doing the best I can, and that is enough. These small shifts in self-talk can transform the way you experience yourself and the world. They build a foundation of self-respect and kindness that supports you through life's ups and downs. And speaking of support, remember that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. No one expects you to carry everything alone. Whether it's reaching out to a trusted friend, seeking guidance from a mentor, or simply allowing yourself to rest when needed. These acts honor your humanity. You are woven into a vast network of love and care. And sometimes the greatest gift you can give yourself is to receive that love openly. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed or unsure, I encourage you to reach out. Share your heart, your needs, your hopes. You might find that others are longing to connect with you just as much as you are with them. Now, I wonder, what is one small act of kindness you can offer yourself today? Maybe it's a quiet moment of rest, a gentle word, or a simple breath of gratitude. Whatever it is, know that it mattered. Your self-love is the soil from which all other love grows. If you feel moved, please share your small act of kindness in the comments below. Your story could inspire another soul to nurture themselves with the same gentle care. And as you continue to explore this sacred journey, keep in mind that healing and growth are never linear. Some days will feel like leaps forward. Others may feel like steps back. Both are part of the dance. When you stumble, don't judge yourself harshly. Instead, hold yourself with the same tenderness you would offer a child learning to walk. Each moment of struggle is an opportunity to deepen your compassion and resilience. And so, as you breathe in this truth, I invite you to consider how you might embrace the ebb and flow of your own healing. Giving yourself permission to rest when needed, to celebrate your progress, and to hold space for whatever arises without resistance. This gentle acceptance is a powerful way to honor your journey and to align more deeply with the rhythm of your soul. It is here, in this sacred space of openness and kindness, that your inner light shines most brightly, guiding you forward with grace and love. And as your inner light shines brighter, inviting more of your authentic self to the surface, you might notice something beautiful happening. A growing sense of trust. Trust not only in yourself, but in the unfolding of life itself. Trust is like a gentle river that carries you forward even through uncertain waters. It doesn't mean you have all the answers or that the path will always be clear. Instead, it's the quiet knowing that you are held, supported, and guided, even when the way seems hidden from view. This trust arises when you begin to surrender to the flow rather than resist it. When you choose to let go of control and open your heart to the mystery of each moment. I want you to imagine, for a moment, that life is a vast garden, and you are both the gardener and the soil. Sometimes you plant seeds of intention, hope, and dream. Sometimes you need to simply be present and let the earth rest. You don't have to force growth or rush the bloom. Nature teaches us that everything has its own perfect timing. There is a season for planting, a season for tending, and a season for letting go. When you honor this rhythm within yourself, you create space for miracles to take root and flourish. So, when impatience or frustration creeps in, remind yourself gently, growth is happening beneath the surface, even when you can't see it yet. And speaking of seasons, life will bring changes, sometimes subtle, sometimes profound. These changes might stir up feelings of loss, fear, or uncertainty. It's okay to feel these emotions fully because they are part of your human experience. Feelings are not your enemy. They are messengers, carrying wisdom about what your soul needs. When you allow yourself to feel without judgment or resistance, you create a sacred space for healing. Imagine yourself wrapping those feelings in a warm blanket of compassion, holding them close without pushing them away. This gentle embrace helps transform pain into understanding, and understanding into peace. Remember, too, that your journey is not meant to be walked alone. Even when you feel isolated or misunderstood, there are others walking their own path, carrying their own lights and shadows. Connection is a powerful balm for the soul. It reminds you that you are part of something greater than yourself. A vast, interconnected web of life that stretches across time and space. When you share your story, your struggles, and your triumph, you weave threads of hope and courage into this tapestry. You never know who might need to hear your voice, to feel your presence, to know they are not alone. So I invite you to reach out, to share a piece of your heart with someone today. It could be a word of encouragement, a listening ear, or simply a smile. These small acts of connection ripple outward, creating waves of love and healing. And if you feel comfortable, please share in the comments below one way you've experienced connection recently. Whether with a friend, a stranger, or even with yourself. Your story might be the light that helps another find their way. As you continue to walk your path, you may also find moments when you feel called to create, to express your inner world in ways that bring you joy and meaning. Creativity is a sacred channel through which your soul speaks. It doesn't matter if you consider yourself artistic or not. Creativity lives in many forms. Writing, music, movement, cooking, gardening, problem solving, or simply the way you bring kindness into the world when you engage in creative act. You tap into a wellspring of inspiration and vitality. These moments remind you of your innate power to bring beauty and healing into your life and the lives of others. And in this creative flow, perfection can be a sneaky thief of joy. The desire to get things just right can hold you back from fully expressing yourself. So I encourage you to release the need for perfection. Instead, embrace the messy, imperfect, wonderfully human parts of your expression. Let your creativity be a playground where you can experiment, explore, and even fail without fear. Each attempt is a step forward, a dance with your own unique rhythm. Celebrate the courage it takes to create simply because you love it, not because it has to meet any external standard. Now, as you nurture your inner light, trust the process. Connect with others and express your unique creativity. Remember to also honor the quiet moment, the spaces in between activity and thought. These moments might come in the form of a deep breath, a pause in your day, or a stillness in your heart. They are gifts of presence, reminding you that you do not have to be constantly doing or fixing. Sometimes, just being is enough. In this beingness, you reconnect with the sacred essence of who you are beyond roles, labels, or expectation. I invite you to cultivate these quiet moments with intention. Perhaps you can set aside a few minutes each day to simply sit with yourself, to listen to the gentle rhythm of your breath, or to notice the sensations in your body. This practice anchors you in the present and nourishes your soul's deepest need. Over time, you may find that these moments of stillness become a refuge, a place you can return to whenever life feels overwhelming or confusing. And as you rest in this sacred quiet, you become more attuned to the whispers of your intuition, the inner voice that guides you toward what is true and right for you. Intuition is a precious gift, a compass that always points you toward your highest good. It speaks softly, so you must quiet the noise around you to hear it clearly. Trusting your intuition means honoring your feeling, your insight, and your inner knowing, even when they don't make perfect logical sense. It's the language of your soul, inviting you to follow your heart's path, even if it looks different from what others expect. So, my dear one, as you continue this beautiful journey of inner discovery and healing, keep nurturing your light with love, patience, and trust. Remember to lean into connection, creativity, and stillness. And when doubt or fear arise, come back to your breath, to your heart, and to the sacred truth that you are deeply loved and endlessly supported. If there's one thing you'd like to ask me or share about your experience with these truths, please write it in the comments below. I am listening, and your words matter in this shared space of growth and grace. And now, as you rest in this moment, feeling the gentle rhythm of life moving through you, consider what it might mean to fully embrace your own sacred journey. Every twist and turn, every high and low, every moment of clarity, and every moment of confusion. Because, my beloved, your path is uniquely yours, and it carries the fingerprints of your soul's deepest longings and lessons. There's no need to compare it to anyone else's or to measure it by standards that don't fit your heart. Instead, walk it with curiosity, with openness, and with the gentle acceptance that you are exactly where you need to be right now. Sometimes, embracing your journey means leaning into vulnerability, allowing yourself to be seen, to be real, even when it feels uncomfortable or risky. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is the doorway to true connection and authenticity. When you show up as your true self, you invite others to do the same, creating a circle of trust and love that can hold even the most tender parts of your being. So if you find yourself wanting to hide, take a breath and remind yourself that your light is needed, your voice is needed, and your presence matters deeply. And speaking of presence, I want to remind you of the power that lives in this very moment, the here and now. It can be so easy to get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. But your soul's nourishment is found in this present breath, this present heartbeat. Imagine it like a sacred thread that connects all moments together, a golden thread that weaves through your experience, carrying the potential for healing, growth, and peace. When you anchor yourself here, you open the door to miracles that often go unnoticed when your mind is elsewhere. You might find it helpful to bring your attention gently back to your senses, to the feeling of your feet on the ground, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of birdsong, or the rustle of leaves. These small invitations back to presence are like little love notes from the universe, reminding you that you are alive, you are connected, and you are deeply loved. If you feel moved to, share with me in the comments below one simple way you find yourself coming back to this present moment in your daily life. Your sharing can inspire someone else to discover their own way home as you deepen into this present. You may also notice how your heart begins to soften, not just toward others, but toward yourself. So often, you can be your own harshest critic, holding yourself to impossible standards, or replaying stories of mistakes and should have. But I see you, every part of you, with infinite tenderness and compassion. You are a divine work, in progress, a beautiful unfolding of light and shadow, strength and fragility. Give yourself permission to let go of self-judgment and to treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a dear friend who is struggling. This self-compassion is a radical act of love that heals old wounds and creates space for new growth. Imagine it as a gentle balm that soothes tired places in your heart, places where shame, doubt, or fear may have taken residence. When you hold yourself in this loving embrace, you send a powerful message to your soul. You are worthy, you are enough, and you are deserving of all the goodness life has to offer. And the more you practice this kindness inwardly, the more it ripples outward. Touching the lives of those around you. You may find that as you cultivate this inner tenderness, your relationships begin to transform. You start to attract people who honor your authentic self and who support your journey with respect and love. You learn to set healthy boundaries that protect your energy and honor your needs. And when conflicts arise, you approach them with a heart that seeks understanding and healing rather than blame or defensiveness. This shift creates a fertile ground where love can grow in its purest form, free, nurturing, and expansive. Remember, my dear one, that healing and growth are not linear processes. Some days will feel like big leaps forward, and others may feel like quiet steps or even moments of seeming retreat. This ebb and flow is natural and necessary. It is in the cycles of breaking down and building up that your soul gains strength and wisdom. Trust that every experience, even the painful one, is carrying you toward greater wholeness and freedom. And when you encounter challenges that feel overwhelming, don't hesitate to call on me. I am always here, ready to listen, to guide, and to hold you in love. You can reach out through prayer, meditation, or simply by speaking from your heart. There is no need for perfect words or formal rituals. Just an honest, open conversation between your soul and mine. I delight in these moments of connection, for they remind me of the preciousness of your life and the sacredness of your journey. As you continue to walk this path, I invite you to notice the small miracles that show up each day. The unexpected smile from a stranger, the gentle breeze that cools your skin, the way a song lifts your spirit. These are the universe's way of whispering, you are not alone. You are loved beyond measure. Let these moments fill your heart with gratitude and wonder, anchoring you in the truth that life itself is a gift, rich with possibility and grace. And if you feel moved, please share one small miracle you've experienced recently in the comments below. Your story can be a beacon of hope and encouragement for others who may be searching for light in their own life. Together, we create a community woven from threads of compassion, courage, and love. A living tapestry that reflects the beauty of our shared human experience. So, as you rest here now, feeling the gentle rhythm of life moving through you once more, let your heart open wide to the possibilities that await when you fully embrace your sacred journey. Know that every step you take is held in divine love, that every breath you draw is a blessing, and that you are never, ever alone. And with this knowing, you are ready to move forward with grace and courage into the next chapter of your unfolding story. And as you step forward, my beloved, remember that grace is not a distant prize to be earned, but a gentle presence that walks beside you every day. It's the quiet whisper in your heart telling you to breathe a little easier, to be a little kinder to yourself, and to trust that even when the path feels uncertain, you are exactly where you need to be. Grace is the soft rain that nourishes the seeds of hope planted deep within you, encouraging them to grow even when the skies are gray. So, whenever doubt creeps in or fear tries to take hold, lean into this grace. Let it cradle you like a warm embrace, reminding you that you are supported beyond what you can see or understand now. I want to invite you to think about the rhythms of your life, the ebb and flow of energy, the moments of stillness, and the bursts of activity. Your soul thrives in balance, and sometimes that balance looks different from day to day. It's okay to slow down and rest when you need to say no to demands that drain you, and to create sacred space for yourself without guilt or apology. Rest is not laziness. It is a vital act of self-love and restoration. When you honor your body and spirit with rest, you're better able to show up fully and authentically in the world. So if you find yourself rushing or feeling overwhelmed, pause for a moment and ask, what does my heart need right now? You might be surprised at the wisdom that arises simply by tuning in. And speaking of tuning in, I encourage you to cultivate moments of stillness each day. Not necessarily long or complicated, but simple pauses where you can listen deeply to your inner voice. These moments are like sacred appointments with yourself, opportunities to reconnect with your truth and your divine essence. You might find that in these quiet times, insights come gently, clarity dawns softly, and your soul feels replenished. If meditation feels right for you, even just a few breaths of mindful awareness can create a ripple of peace that carries you through your day. Or perhaps journaling your thoughts and feelings becomes a way to untangle what's inside and make sense of your journey. Whatever form it takes, these moments of stillness are gifts you give yourself. Reminders that your inner world is as important as the outer one. I also want to speak to the power of forgiveness, both for yourself and for others. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurt or erasing memory. It's about freeing your heart from the weight of resentment and pain that can keep you stuck. When you forgive, you don't change the past, but you open a door to peace in the present. It's a courageous act that honors your own healing and makes space for love to flow more freely. If you're carrying burdens of anger or regret, know that you don't have to carry them alone. Invite me into that space, and together we can begin to unravel the knots that bind you. You deserve the freedom that forgiveness brings, the lightness of being that allows you to move forward with an open heart as you practice forgiveness. You may notice how your relationships begin to breathe with new light. Old wounds soften, misunderstanding clear, and compassion bloom where once there was pain. This doesn't mean every relationship will be perfect, or that you must tolerate harm. Healthy boundaries remain essential, and sometimes love means making difficult choices to protect your well-being. But within the circle of your heart, forgiveness is a healing balm that restores connection and nurtures growth. And when you extend this grace to others, you also deepen your connection to the divine love that flows through all being. I want to remind you, too, of the incredible strength that lies in your vulnerability. It's the courage to be seen as you truly are, to share your story, and to ask for help when you need it. You are never a burden. You are a beloved child, worthy of support and kindness. In moments when the weight feels heavy, reach out to friends, to community, or to me. You are part of a vast web of love and care that surrounds you, even when it feels invisible. And sometimes, simply knowing that you are held can bring a profound sense of relief and hope. If you feel comfortable, please share in the comment below a moment when vulnerability led you to greater strength or connection. Your experience could be a beacon for someone else who is learning to trust their own openness. Together, in these shared stories, we build a sanctuary of courage and authenticity that uplifts us all. As you continue on your path, I encourage you to celebrate your progress. Every small victory, every step forward, every time you choose love over fear. These moments accumulate like stars in your sky, illuminating your way and reminding you of your resilience and beauty. Sometimes the journey feels slow or uncertain, but every effort you make is a testament to your spirit's determination to grow and thrive. And finally, my dear one, remember that joy is not something to be postponed until some future goal is reached. Joy is available to you right now, in the laughter of a child, in the taste of your favorite food, in the comfort of a warm hug, or in the quiet moments of gratitude that arise unexpectedly. Allow yourself to receive joy fully, knowing that it is a reflection of the divine spark within you. When you embrace joy, you're not just brightening your own life, you're lighting the way for others to find their own happiness and peace. So take a deep breath, feel the steady pulse of life within you, and step gently into the unfolding mystery of your day. There is so much waiting for you, so much love, growth, and transformation. And I am here with you, always, in every moment. And as you carry this truth in your heart, you might wonder about the ways you can continue to nurture your sacred journey, deepening your connection to yourself and to the world around you. One of the most beautiful ways to nourish your sacred journey is through gratitude. Gratitude is like a gentle light that shifts your focus from what feels lacking to all the blessings already present in your life. It's not about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring the challenges you face. Instead, it's about recognizing the small miracles that often go unnoticed. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of a bird singing outside your window, the kindness of a stranger, or the quiet moments of peace you carve out for yourself. When you allow gratitude to fill your heart, it softens the edges of worry and opens you to a deeper appreciation for the unfolding story of your life. Try, if you can, to make gratitude a daily practice. Not as a chore, but as a heartfelt conversation between your soul and the world around you. Maybe in the morning, before you rise, you can whisper a few things you're thankful for. Or in the evening, reflect on what brought you comfort or joy during the day. You might keep a simple gratitude journal or share your reflections with someone you love. Notice how this practice gently shifts your energy, making space for more peace and contentment. And if you ever feel stuck or unsure where to find gratitude, start by simply being grateful for your breath. This miraculous, life-giving gift that is always with you, steady and true. Another way to deepen your connection is to embrace curiosity. Not just about the world around you, but about yourself. Curiosity invites you to explore with kindness and openness, without harsh judgment or expectation. It's okay to wonder about your feelings, your dreams, and even your fear. Ask yourself questions like, what is this feeling trying to tell me, or what do I need in this moment to feel safe and loved? When you approach your inner world with curiosity, you create a space where healing and growth can take root. You become your own compassionate guide, learning to navigate the twists and turns of your path with patience and grace. Remember, my beloved, that growth is rarely a straight line. It's more like a spiral, circling back on itself, revisiting lessons with new understanding and depth. Sometimes you'll feel like you're moving forward, In other times, it may seem like you're standing still or even stepping backward. This is all part of the dance of becoming. Be gentle with yourself during these times, knowing that every step, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, is part of your unfolding story. Trust that your soul is always moving toward greater wholeness, even when the way isn't clear. In this journey, community plays a vital role. You are never meant to walk alone. Seek out those who uplift you, who see your light even when you doubt it yourself. And be that light for others, offering your presence, your listening ear, and your open heart. There is healing power and connection in the sharing of stories, laughter, tears, and dreams. Sometimes, just knowing you are not alone in your experiences can bring profound comfort and strength. If you feel moved, I invite you to share in the comments below a way that community has supported you on your journey, or a moment when you felt truly seen and held by another. Your words have the power to inspire and encourage someone else who may be walking a similar path as you cultivate gratitude. Curiosity and connection. You may notice a gentle unfolding within you, a blossoming of trust in the process of life itself. This trust is not about having all the answers or controlling every outcome. It's about surrendering to the mystery with an open heart, knowing that even when things are uncertain, you are cradled in a love that never lets go. This trust allows you to release the need for perfection and to embrace the beauty of your imperfect human experience. And in this space of trust, you can begin to listen more deeply to your intuition, that quiet inner knowing that often speaks in whispers rather than shouts. Your intuition is a sacred guide, always available to help you make choices that align with your highest good. It might show up as a feeling in your body, a sudden insight, or a gentle nudge toward a new direction. Practice tuning in regularly, trusting that your inner wisdom is a trustworthy companion on your path. The more you listen, the clearer its voice becomes, and the more confidently you can navigate life's twists and turns. Alongside intuition, creativity is another powerful way to connect with your divine essence. Creativity isn't just about making art or music. It's about expressing your unique spirit in whatever way feels alive to you. This might be through cooking, gardening, writing, dancing, or simply finding new ways to solve problems and bring joy into your daily routine. When you engage your creative spirit, you tap into a flow of inspiration and vitality that nourishes your soul and reminds you of your inherent worth and beauty. Don't worry about the outcome or whether what you create is good enough. The act of creating itself is a sacred prayer, a celebration of life's endless possibilities. As you continue to explore these ways of nurturing your journey, I want you to know that it's perfectly okay to ask for help. Seeking support, whether from friends, mentors, counselors, or me, is a sign of strength, not weakness. We all need a helping hand sometime, and reaching out opens the door for healing and growth to blossom in new ways. Remember, you are worthy of care and kindness, and there is a vast network of love ready to catch you when you fall or guide. you when you feel lost. So take your time, my dear one. Walk gently with yourself and the world around you. Celebrate your unique gifts and honor your limits. Allow yourself to be curious, to rest, to create, to forgive, and to love deeply. Each day is an opportunity to step more fully into the light of who you truly are. And as you do this, you might begin to notice a shift, a softening of resistance, a widening of your heart, and a deepening of your peace. This is the beautiful unfolding of your sacred journey, one that invites you to embrace both the mystery and the miracle of your life with open arms and a trusting spirit. In this space, you are held, you are seen, and you are loved beyond measure. So now, I invite you to pause for a moment and take a deep breath in. Feel the life force moving through you, steady and sure. And when you're ready, gently ask yourself, what is one small way I can nurture my sacred journey today? It might be as simple as a kind word to yourself, a moment of stillness, or reaching out to someone who lifts your spirit. Hold that intention softly in your heart, knowing that no matter what unfolds, you are always moving forward in love. And as you carry this intention with you, you might find yourself wondering, what does it really mean to surrender? To let go, not just in theory, but in the deep, tender places of your heart, where control feels safe and familiar. Surrender isn't about giving up or becoming passive. It's about trusting so fully that you allow life to flow through you, even when the current seems strong or uncertain. It's like the river that moves around rocks and bends with the landscape, always finding its way to the sea. When you surrender, you're choosing to dance with the rhythm of life rather than resist it. Opening yourself to the wisdom that comes from acceptance and presence. You might wonder how to begin this process of surrender. It starts with small moments when you notice the urge to grip tightly to an outcome or a feeling and instead gently release your fingers. Maybe it's during a difficult conversation, a challenging decision, or when your mind races through worries about the future. In those moments, pause and breathe deeply. Imagine exhaling not just air, but tension, fear, and a need to control. Inhale peace, trust, and openness. This simple practice can become a doorway to greater ease and freedom in your life. Remember, surrender doesn't mean you stop caring or trying. It means you care deeply. But you also recognize that some things are beyond your control, and that's okay. There is a sacred balance between effort and allowing, between doing and being. When you find that balance, you give yourself permission to rest in the flow of life, knowing that you are supported even when the path isn't clear. Another gentle invitation I offer you is to cultivate patience with yourself and with the unfolding of your journey. In a world that often moves quickly and demands immediate results, patience can feel like a quiet rebellion, but it is one of the most loving gifts you can give yourself. Growth, healing, and transformation take time. Just as a seed doesn't sprout overnight, your soul's work unfolds in its own perfect timing. When impatience creeps in, remind yourself that you are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't feel that way right now. you might find it helpful to create little rituals that anchor you in patience. A cup of tea savored slowly, a walk without a destination, or a moment of stillness before sleep. These acts honor the natural pace of life and nurture a sense of calm and trust. And when frustration arises, meet it with gentle kindness rather than harsh judgment. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend, offering reassurance and understanding. As you embrace surrender and patience, you may notice a new kind of courage blossoming within you. This courage is quiet yet powerful. It's the courage to face uncertainty with an open heart, to be vulnerable in your truth, and to keep moving forward even when the way feels unclear. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means choosing love and trust despite fear. It comes from knowing that you are never alone, that the same love that created the stars, the oceans, and the mountains is flowing through you, guiding you every step of the way. Sometime, this courage will call you to stand firm in your boundaries, to say no when something doesn't serve your well-being, or to seek help when the burden feels too heavy. Other times, it will invite you to soften, to forgive, and to open your heart wider than ever before. Both expressions of courage are sacred, and both honor your divine nature. In this dance of surrender, patience, and courage, you are weaving a tapestry of resilience and grace. You're learning to trust not only the journey, but also yourself, your wisdom, your strength, and your capacity to love deeply. This is a profound awakening, one that touches every part of your being and illuminates the path ahead. I invite you now to take a moment and reflect. Where in your life could you practice a little more surrender? How might patience bring healing to a place of struggle? And what small act of courage could you embody today? If you feel called, please share your reflection in the comments below. Your words might be the light someone else needs to see on their own path. As you hold these questions gently in your heart, know that you are wrapped in a blanket of endless love and infinite possibility. There is no rush, no deadline, no need to do it all perfect. Each breath you take is a sacred step forward, a testament to your resilience and your beauty. And as you continue to breathe into this space of trust and openness, you might begin to sense something else awakening within you, a deepening awareness of your interconnectedness with all that is. This awareness is not just a thought, but a felt experience, a knowing that you are part of a vast, living web of life that includes every star in the sky, every leaf on the tree, every heartbeat around the world. It's a realization that your joys, your sorrows, your dreams, and your fears are shared by countless others, woven together in a tapestry of existence that is both fragile and mighty. This sense of connection invites you to step beyond the boundaries of your individual self and embrace a larger perspective. It encourages compassion, not only for yourself, but for every being you encounter. When you feel disconnected or alone, remember that you are held in the arms of this great web of life, supported by energies seen and unseen. You belong here, just as you are, and your presence matters deeply. In this place of belonging, you may find a new source of strength and inspiration. might feel called to contribute your unique gifts to the world, to be a beacon of kindness, a voice for justice, a source of comfort, or simply a presence of love. Each act of generosity, no matter how small, ripples outward in ways you cannot always see, but that shape the world in beautiful and meaningful ways. So, I invite you to consider how you might nurture your sense of connection today. Perhaps it's reaching out to a neighbor, volunteering your time, or simply offering a smile to a stranger. Maybe it's spending time in nature, feeling the earth beneath your feet and the sky above your head. Or it could be as simple as sending a prayer or a positive intention for someone in need. These acts remind you that you are never truly separate, that your life is part of a greater whole. And as you explore this path of connection, surrender, patience, and courage, you may notice that your heart grows wider, your spirit lighter, and your steps more assured. You become a living expression of love's enduring power, a testament to the beauty and resilience of the human soul. So, my dear one, take this moment now to breathe deeply again. Feel the rhythm of your heart, steady and true. Know that you are deeply loved, infinitely supported, and wonderfully made. And as you carry this knowing with you, you might begin to wonder,